there. Interesting. Tank depot at this minute. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, see, I've got the special relic hack here.
Oh god, I need to actually turn the game on for the viewers. That's always a handy idea. There we go. Got Love Nest in chat. Hello, Lieber's Realm.
Oh, hi, Love Nest.
You got a very nice voice. That's like, you should do voiceover.
Thank you.
If you guys ever made another Company of Heroes game, you should definitely sign up for that and add your own spin to it. You know, that'd be really cool. In fact, I think you should do that. If there were ever a chance to make another Company of Heroes game, you guys should get loads of community members. Me. And Imperial Dane, maybe. Guys like that. He could like voice the Stug. Sturmgeschütz reporting!
Awesome, I like it.
Wehrmacht, forwards! That'd be so cool. I would command an Imperial Dane Stug. So I am going to leave you alone now. I don't think it's tasteful to talk to somebody as they play. I believe in leaving them in solitude. However, I will rejoin you to get a battle report later on if that's okay.
Sounds good, thank you.
No worries. Alright, so there we go. He's going for a very different build this time. Having seen that his opponents had already seen what was happening. So I presume the stream is up. And this is live. This is about 7 seconds behind when those guys have actually made their commands. So it's not too far behind. So that WSC play was highly innovative. But it's not traditional. It is usual, unless you're against maybe Panzer Elite we've seen. You know, some players go for WSC build first, but it isn't usual. Oh, and there we go. These are much more responsive this time. Pioneers retreating immediately. This, by the way, fixed positions is much better for Wehrmacht from the south position because you're able, if you're in top level position, like you're one of those guys that's been playing this game for years, you tend to like wall this off here to stop people getting into your building there. But it's interesting. I tell you what, it is interesting casting from one player's perspective because it really shows you the value of scouting and fog of war. So immediately here you can see, obviously this is not true sight for those that have only ever seen CoH1, which I doubt there's many of you that have never seen CoH1, but you know what I mean. And look, he's gotten straight into this very, very important garrison building. Like this is a big one. Just to get in here and then to be able to take that cutoff is going to punish his opponent very severely. His opponent being Nick McDonald. So, just for people tuning in and just for YouTube purposes, because I realise we've had to restart due to a slight glitch, Nick was part of the original CoH1 beta. He played the hell out of the game back in the day, but he should have been... and it's one. He actually joined Relic in 2014. However, Matt, otherwise known as Eaglehot, is a balance. God, he's got an OP up. That's an observation point straight away on that fuel. Turning that plus 16 straight into a 26 there. Very good, and that's going to allow him to tech up through the structure and get a motor pool out probably very quickly indeed. Sniper opening up though. That rifleman's really low. Focus grenadier have to target it. They have to get the Kar 98 rifles out. They didn't focus it and could have lost their focus grenadier if he tried to. However, they are cheaper by about 20 manpower than a rifleman. Now he's going to get the sniper out. But interestingly, this is aggressive and very good competitive play from Nick to get the sniper out. He's also got the MG. MG setting up now. It's not going to be a great position for it, to be honest. He really needs to reclaim these territory sectors, which he is able to do with this Pioneer right now. Thank you to the territory point for showing us that. And hi, it's a Jeep. I really miss these babies from Company Heroes 1. I really think reconnaissance and scouting was superior in Company Heroes 1, in my personal, humble opinion. And I think the Jeep and the bike of the Wehrmacht was a great part of that. And they've got so much character associated with them. As the sniper takes a cheeky shot at it there. So this is not bad so far. I'm enjoying this. This is much better than watching AI play. That was a little bit facepalm, cringe kind of moments. But this is a little bit cooler. So as we said, for the YouTube guys that are just joining us, and for people tuning in, having heard that we've got a great stream today, the other guy is Eagleheart, and he was working... He was homeless, actually. He was actually homeless, and Relic found him near their offices. He was just sitting on the sidewalk, and they offered him a job as a map designer. They said they can't get any worse after the Shells, which was produced, which I believe was a Quinn Duffy map. So they hired him based on that, and he's gone on to produce many great maps. So there you go. I'll only believe 1 in 2 things of what I say today. If you're an American and you don't have a British sense of humour, just believe about 1 in 2 things of what I say. That should see you well. Oh god, we've got a party in the house, everybody. This 2-story house is now a house party. There you go. Look who we've got. We've got the machine gun, the snipers there. We're all having a party over there. This is a observer map for CoH1. You can find them on the Steam page for this game. So go to the new Steam version of CoH1 and go on the hub, and you will be able to find it. Oh, and look at that. We've got the medics. Another great feature of Company Heroes 1, as the medic walks his way slowly, carrying the fallen body of his comrade over to this medic station here, which I'm currently on the roof of, which is quite nice. And get 6 of them and you get a fresh rifleman. Bike is out and the bike is hunting. This is a BMW sidecar bike with an MG 42 on the side. It's going to be great for reconnaissance. It's going to give his opponent a lot of... Here we go, the true battle of kings. As the Jeep and the bike collide momentarily. It always makes me laugh that he has his light on in the day. But there you go. Works very well on the Semwar Knight version of the bike. But got the flamethrower up on the engineers, making that former working unit into now a fearsome competitor. MG's in a dire straits, needs to get out of there. If you remember from Company Heroes 1, one of the good features of CoH2 is if the MG dies, it now drops the weapon. An MG on retreat in Company Heroes 1, the weapon no longer exists, of course. And they can see each other, and surely the bike knows what's in for it. Sticky bomb, perhaps? No, I don't know if we've got them teched yet. Unfortunately, in this casting perspective, we don't have access to see what's teching or has teched, but no, for a fact it isn't stickies at this point. But the Jeep's hunting, damaged engine. Will he get out of there? Doesn't want to get damaged himself by these. There's a base MG just here lurking, and worried about it for a moment. Boast Grenadier is doing well, so Nick's in a much stronger position in this game when he's not actually an AI and watching on harmlessly. Who would have thought a sentient human competitor is better than easy AI? Certainly not me, but there you go. I'm a skeptic. Only 1 body picked up in this medic station so far. A little bit of a cocky placement, to be honest. It's usually better to place it around the peripheries of the battle because they actually have a surprisingly large radius. And it's always better to keep it safe. It's just down to 60% health. Ipkai's joining in. We have Eagle Heart. He's asked who's playing. Eagle Heart is playing from the north perspective. That's who we're following in this observer map. And he's up against Nick, who is a designer. And Eagle Heart, of course, is a famous map designer. To be honest, I could have had a game chat up on the screen today. Could have had my webcam up, but I decided to focus on text instead so people would know what they're watching. And know that it's live. I think that's really important when watching a Company Heroes 1 cast, because live doesn't usually exist for CoH1 unless it's in one of these community-produced observer maps. If you want to know how they work, it is basically I'm a 2v2 player on Eagle Heart's team. However, I don't have access to an army or command points. But I'm definitely on Eagle Heart's side, I guess. Let's have a look at the overall battle situation. The sit rep. It seems to me that Eagle Heart's currently in the lead. However, it's really difficult to fully say. If we have a little look around the battle, we can see some of his infantry, his engineers. I can see that Stormless, my friend on Twitch, has started watching. He's a legendary man himself, and I follow co-caster of many big tournaments over the past 2 years. Notably, of course, the Relic paid for ESL tournament, which was nice of them. That's the great thing about Relic. It takes them a long time to do stuff, but when they do it, they do it. And ESL was awesome. It happened in early 2016, and the community got a lot of benefit from it. I was thinking about this the other day. One of those things that the community asked for a long time, and it did actually happen. So Relic 2's more often than not stayed true to their words. And ESL Go 4 was an excellent, in my opinion. Really enjoyed that. Gave me many opportunities to watch some great games. And here we go. We might have the Rifleman negative cover. That's a 50% received accuracy nerf. And they just about survived. Maybe if a focus fire would have gotten out there. However, the combat engineers with a flamethrower pushed them away. Sniper opening up there. combat engineer. This sniper in CoH1, by the way, is a great garrison clearing tool. Does not have the accuracy debuff that he has in Company Heroes 2, so you can reliably use them to counter a garrison. Ah, we have raid selected. That is the armor doctrine. And I just looked at the manpower, of course. That's not his manpower, that is my manpower, so don't worry too much about that. I may cover that up, to be honest. It's a little bit kind of lies a little bit, makes the Relic Dev look a little bit more tardy than he otherwise is, or wasteful rather is the better word. Good suppression being done by this platform. I have to say, Nick's playing excellently, he's doing really well. He was, as I say, one of the original CoH1 not balanced devs, but he was in the beta originally for Company Heroes 1, which is impressive. So technically, you must consider everybody at Relic must be a fan of one of their two big original titles, Dawn of War 1 and
Enemy
Heroes
unit
1.
down.
Oh, there you go, bike goes down. Also had a mine just happen there, a distinctive sound of the mine just in your left channel. That pioneer rather still going to go for it though, he's going to go for the cutoff. You'll notice we've just had bars pop for Eagle Heart in the north. So his oh, there you go. His riflemen are going to be a lot more deadly. And this sniper's in difficult territory. Got two bar squads. Oh, that's dangerous. Could have killed him there. Could have killed him. But alas, he did not. FHQ is up for the Southern Wehrmacht player. That's going to allow him to hopefully keep his cutoff a little bit more resiliently. However, straight away the rifleman is going to possibly stop that. Really needs to hope he doesn't have grenades decked. So he's gone into this building with really low health. Possibly going to die. Doesn't understand the true power of the Browning automatic rifle. Does our good friend Nicholas.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, we just had a sniper go down, I believe. Oh no, that's, sorry, my bad. That was, of course, the MG followed up by... Could have been the Grenadier. That's the problem with casting in observer mode. You don't fully get to see the fog of war, so it is a little bit of a guessing game at times. I'll do my best. That's all I can promise. I used to tell people, but one of those things. Anyway, let's keep an eye on the overall battle situation. Seems to me that the victory points count is roughly equal on the battlefield. However, you'll notice on the ticker, Eagle Heart has a decisive lead. He's only lost 3 so far. However, for the very first time, he's now ebbing away ever so slowly. However, he's just about to reclaim this one. Now, for the CoH2 guys watching, who've never watched it, in Company Heroes 1, you have to cap by dedicating your units to the flag. And one of them goes kind of crouched and it doesn't fire his weapon anymore, or 2 of them on some squads. And it actually reduces their battle effectiveness because they're no longer in cover and they are dedicated to capping. Which is an interesting dynamic. And to be honest, I don't know which one I do prefer. I don't know if I prefer CoH2 or CoH1. First Grenadier, one-man different situation and dies with a snap. A whip crack of that rifle there. And that is now Eagle Heart with 3 big wins. We've got the 2 First Grenadiers and an MG going down. And he has most of the map at the moment also. Check on chat, see what you guys are saying. There you go. Grenadiers coming into focus against these board rifles, and board rifles really do match up against Grenadiers very well. However, not when out of cover. You always have to be in cover in Company of Heroes, because if you're moving around, your guys aren't firing as much as they should be, and if you're not in cover, your received accuracy is bad. So I feel like I'm in 2005 again. I may be speaking to new people. I'm on Relic's channel, so I'm kind of trying to be a little bit more obvious at times. What's happening there? Interestingly, the medic was just getting pushed around by the Jeep, and now he's going to run into enemy territory. You do not get scouting off your medic, and that's an interesting facet. You can kind of still see him, though, so it's interesting. You've got this guy that's like a drone going into your opponents. Don't know what he's going to do. So this guy has gone for raid operations, which means he's in armor, which means if he goes for left side, he could... And that's why we got the Pack 38 out. He knows that Jeep's been sculling around. We've got 2 Pack 38s, in fact. And he's really worried about armor. And we know that there was formerly this plus 26 fuel. One pack 38, possibly back to the decrew though. It's interesting, you can actually mess around in bases here. And if the buildings are around, you can get in the base with the rifle. Look at that rifle, 9 kills. And there you go. Able to slowly killing him softly with his bar. Elsewhere, got a rifle having to retreat up there. I wonder if he's going to take a pack. Always take a pack, in my opinion. And that good bit of alliteration there. He's, but you always want to take a pack. I mean, you never know what your opponent's going to do. However, look, we got the tank depot, and this is going to spawn. It's going to disappear. No, the disappearance bug wasn't there. Usually it comes out, then it disappears, then it reappears. But this time, just to fool me, it didn't. And let's get on board with this Sherman. I want to follow this Sherman around. I want to see what it's going to do. The Sherman was a truly great tank. Second most built tank of the second T-54 tank groups. With a great AoE profile in this game. He's really good at hunting any targets, really. And he's already got on the 30 cal upgrade on the top, the pinnacle mount.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, got something on retreat there. Due to my incredible casting, I didn't catch it on camera. Well, that sniper I certainly did. Now attaining veterancy 2. We get sticky bombs, he'll have ultra long range on those bad boys. But just in general, the kill ability, sorry, the killing power rather, of the rifles goes up and their kill ability goes down. It's accuracy bonuses at veterancy 2, if I remember correctly. And then you get damage bonuses, the all-important damage bonuses at veterancy 3. Got the packs back, and that's the problem. He should have really taken one of them. But let's face it, guys. I mean, Eagleheart is in a powerful position at this point. He's looking really strong. Doesn't seem to be much that'll stand in his way.
Enemy unit
Somebody
down.
just asked in chat, Paula, a very good player as Paula. I've cast a few of his recently on Strategic Zoomcast on youtube.com/AECOH with a plug. That's right, if you once this cast is finished today, you want to see more of me, you want to see high-level CoH1 players go at it, head over to youtube.com/AECOH. Paul is one of said such players I've cast very recently. His micro is blistering at the moment, really good. He's one of the best community players at the moment. Why don't they play on Company of Heroes 2? The reason is it's the 11th anniversary of Company of Heroes 1. And as a community, I think you've got to ask yourselves why Relic do anything Relic do. There must be reasons. They're a logical, they're a business. And I always just ask myself, why are they casting a lot of, why are they playing a lot of CoH1 recently? I don't know, I genuinely don't, but you just got to ask yourself these questions. I mean, it's the 11th anniversary. Who knows? They had surveys going out recently. They're definitely interested in this game, but you could just answer that question with one thing. It is their most highly rated game of all time. As the Calliope rains hellfire from above, the Sherman comes into view. What a poetic vision there. The Sherman with the 30 cal upgrade, of course, with the sandbags adorning its frontal armour. The Calliope, of course, a great unit. Gets 3 kills on its first barrage. And this Sherman's just tormenting Nick here. And Nick's, you know, he's just showing just why Eagleheart was one of the top seeds coming into this today. One of the guys touted to be the Jason Lee killer. But Nick's a competitor. He's going to sit in his base and he's going to soak up pressure. Little known about Nick, he may be softly spoken, but he did actually have an amateur boxing career. He went 0 and 19 in his career, but he has actually helped the case for brain science quite a lot. They've been able to study his brain, and he's great at taking a pummeling, is what I'm trying to say.
The enemy is down to 300 points.
That's what he does best. Functionally is pushing forwards. Bars gonna deal with that quite comprehensively. This Focus Grenadier is reinforcing and not quite dead yet. It's almost like the world's most unlucky squad. You get the ticket to go out of the Reich and join this Focus Grenadier squad. You're really not happy about it because their survivability rating is really low. Look at these beautiful explosions. I have to say, technically the graphics are better in Company of Heroes 2 on a technical standpoint. However, I prefer the art of Company of Heroes 1. I did a little bit of a comparison and I gave them the same score because I just prefer the explosions in my personal opinion in this particular iteration of the game. Oh, rifle about to go down. There you go. Eagleheart's getting cocky. He's getting a little bit wasteful with some of his units, but it doesn't matter because he's destroyed this base MG. And he's now ready to truly finish off his co-worker and enemy in this case. I wonder if he's got the demos upgraded. That'd be good.
Enemy unit down.
There we go. More enemy units down. Wasn't able to build the Panzer Command. He's gone straight for tier 4. No Sturm Armory for him. GG, well called. I can say it. Hang on. There you go. Fun thing about being part of an observer lobby on a map, like kind of a community patch,
Enemy unit
is that
down.
you get to talk to the guys in the chat. There you go. GG, well played, called by chat. I think very briefly get chat up on screen so we can see what everyone's saying for prosperity. Kodachrome says GG, well played. And some people there need skill. Ah, it's not very nice. Well, it's a very, very sad thing to say. But I'm going to leave that now. And we do have 2 more players lined up for you next, so do not go absolutely anywhere at all. I'm going to just take this moment to very quickly just change a couple of things on this overlay. I wanted to cover up the resources just to make the Relic players look a little bit less bad. So hang on a second, I can do this. But I'm eager to see what you guys thought in chat of that, what you think of this format. It's a little bit wacky today, a little bit fun. It's just a bit of fun that we're going to have today. So let's add in an image, I guess. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a wealth of Company Heroes images saved up over, God, how many, 5 or 6 years making stuff in this community? I'm not tooting my own horn, there's so many people that have made more and done more in this community than I have. But you do amass my documents full of Company Heroes images over time. So let's see what we've got cooked up here. I'm trying to do things on stream whilst talking. Hang on a second. Let's get over to the Discord and speak to some of the players as well and see what's going on. Hi, Matt. How's it going? You're victorious there. How do you feel?
I feel like I need some coffee, actually.
Really? Did you feel a bit sluggish at times, did you?
Oh, boy, yeah, definitely.
So that's just you in first gear. You're not even out of the blocks yet. Wow.
Yeah.
And you still handily dispatched your opponent. That's quite brutal. You're meant to say good game, you had a good shot, but no, you're saying, yeah, I haven't even woken up. This is just me with one hand. I wasn't even looking at times. I went to the bathroom about 20 minutes in and I came back again. That's just brutal. I can't believe you said that. Oh,
I think Nicholas is in the same spot. We haven't played too much CoH as of recent, so
oh, okay.
You know, we're rusty on that front, and it is the morning for us too. So and you know, we're at the tail end of the week here, so we're tired.
Really? Okay, so you're quite tired then. I get it. And what time is it in Vancouver, Canada right now, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we're almost at 11.
Okay.
So we're actually getting close to lunch, so I should probably be awake by now, but I've got 3 kids and one being a baby. So that has a bit of an effect on that.
Oh, that's beautiful. You've got the best excuse in the world, basically, for losing today. It's like I had a feed at you know, at a certain time and etc.
Exactly.
I may just give up on that. Right. Anyway, let's have a word with the unfortunate loser of today, Nick. Nicholas. Firstly, are you there? You there? Good
Yeah,
man,
I'm right
good man,
here.
you're there. Let's do an autopsy, if you will. I actually thought you played well, surprisingly well. I thought we'd have some kind of potatoes playing today, but you played well. But commiserations and defeat. What's your after-battle assessment?
I got stuck in Volks Grenadier Tier 1. I should have held that high fuel on the right. Too much munitions on waste stuff. Yeah. I'm a little rusty, so I couldn't remember the good past technique.
No.
Mistech.
No, I gathered that, but But to be honest, I actually thought you put up a good fight in places. You know, you managed to get your fuel back. You managed to kill the other guy's OP, but it was all about the unit preservation. You lost 3 squads in quick succession. Also, you seemed to have a bit of a house party at one point. You had 3 units in a house, and I was like, is this guy... And then you turned it into forward headquarters. You really liked that house.
Yeah, I stuck them all in the house to preserve the sniper, but I probably should have just stuck 2 in there. And yeah, I forgot how awkward that little corner is in Angeville. I forgot how hard it is to get it.
It's from a south position. It's literally dominated by that cutoff. And you know, in like community kind of high level play, you'll see tank traps and wire all around the area just to protect it as much as humanly possible. Exactly.
Yeah, that was another mistake. I should have been building field and place. They're free, and my pioneers are probably just sitting around. So.
I often think that maybe in your vision now you're kind of going to turn that into a citadel, like a fortress. Like you're going to think, yeah, I should have had 10 layers of tank traps, and everything should have been in the house, and I should have built a flak cannon on the roof, and
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was pretty fun way to start off the day, and I'm eager to see the next game, which will of course feature the possible #1 seed on paper only, Jason Lee. Versus Ben, a map-focused designer that I have written down here, of course.
So, thanks very much.
No
Jason's a monster, so...
Thanks for playing, Nick. You did well, my friend.
Thanks.
Ben, Jason, have you done your warm-up routines? Are you ready? Are you raring to go?
I think so.
Is any of you familiar with the humble art of professional wrestling promos?
No.
Like Hulk Hogan kind of Ultimate Warrior 1980s. You're on a lot of steroids and probably other substances, and you're on live TV and you've got to chat terrible things about your opponent. I mean, if you were to say anything like a bit kind of, you're ready for war. Have we got any fighting words from either of you?
Go easy on me.
That's terrible. Oh god. So to carry on the analogy, he's Andre the Giant and you're like a 50-kilogram guy, about 120 pounds wet through. And,
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Fierce fighting words.
Oh god. Okay, so there you go. Upsets can happen, it's been known. I mean, anything can happen. This could be, you could be Chuck Wepner versus Muhammad Ali. You could be basically up against Jason Lee and your Ben. I mean, you obviously don't have much chance, but we're all rooting for you. That's
Thanks.
No, I'm sure you'll surprise us. Anyway,
who do you want to observe this time?
I'm gonna observe the plucky underdog against the monster in the shadows.
Cool. Okay.
I've got more requests to say who are the players. I will get into that. I mean, I'll say it multiple times because I think that's one of the interesting elements is who we're talking about and to today. So I'll just paste the notepad file into the thingy. Oh, that didn't work. Ignore me.
Yeah, he's going to go here. Okay.
Just going to turn some lights on momentarily. There you go. So I've put a paste bin into chat for you all, so you can see who the 4 players are. So if one of you could save the link, like maybe a moderator or somebody with some degree of, responsibility, and link that around, that would be great. Thank you. Luciano, no, I'm pretty sure if Relic were ever to make Co3, it wouldn't be just this, like a new observer mode feature. There you go, call it Co3.
So the Games Up is the same name as before, just with 2 and same pass.
Okay, I've got you. No worries. Just waiting for it to come up.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. Just looking around for the relic. There we go, got it. The Black Wolf with the CoH1 purist talk to start off the banter in the stream, which I'm sure will be very, very mature and kind of easy on everybody, is CoH1 observer mode as CoH3 is still better than CoH2. It's interesting there. I mean, Le Black Wolf has said that, everybody. I mean, CoH2 fans, just let him know your opinions on that. I think that'd be an interesting debate to have. Definitely never been done before. So there we go. So I'm eager and I'm ready. We've talked to the players. We had the inspiring words of Ben when assessing his own chances, which was "go easy on me." And Jason Lee was pretty much like the mountain that rides. Gregor Clegane from Game of Thrones, and he kind of just went behind a helmet with really weird eyes, and that's pretty much what we saw there. Let's double check on the Discord situation. Okay, everybody's currently muted, which makes sense. Jason.
Yep.
Right. I just want to hear, because I'm going to give Ben a pep talk in a moment.
Okay.
I want to get a feel for what you're going to do to this guy. Are you going to toy with him, or are you going to just go for just a show of dominance?
Well, I promised I wouldn't go into his base. I'll just sort of hang out outside. I thought, going inside his base is too embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, so obviously you're original balance designer for CoH1, right? So you know this game as well as anybody at that place. So
yeah, but I also haven't played in a really long time, so there's a lot of quality of life stuff from CoH2.
Yeah, I've tried playing CoH1, man. It's rough.
Yeah, that I have to get used to, but yeah.
Yeah, just don't think you can drag select and reinforce. That's the most annoying thing. You're like, right, Rifleman 1, R, Rifleman 2,
yeah.
R.
When I keep clicking on the mini map to capture points, like, oh yeah, that didn't work in CoH1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
It's It does on the TAC map, the big one actually.
Yeah, the TAC map does. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, so there you go. You have to be in that half the game. All I'm saying is it would be cool if you did something unorthodox. That's all I'm gonna say. If you think you've got what you're just gonna smash him, that'd be funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's not for me to say that though, but I'm just saying what I think would be cool. Anyway, I'll see you later, Jason. Good luck.
Yeah,
have fun.
see you later. Yeah.
Ben.
Hello.
This is your moment.
I got this.
Quinn. Dr. Robotnik of Sega, they're all watching this right now. I've seen them in Twitch chat, actually. Also, investors and backers, and they want to invest in you and your career, and they're basing all of that on your performance in this next game.
Oh my.
I actually had a PM that said, we're going to do a staff review, and we're going to base it just on this 1v1 match right now. And basically, this is the most important thing that's ever going to happen. And I want to see the upset of the century. It's going to be huge. It's going to be, I don't know if you follow English football, but a team called Leicester accidentally won the Premier League at 1 to 5,000 odds. Conor McGregor beats Floyd Mayweather in a recent boxing match in 2 rounds. Miracles have happened and will happen in the future. And I think this is the next miracle in sports. I think people are going to talk about this for the next 10 years.
There's no pressure or anything, though,
Absolutely
right?
not. No pressure. That's all. That's all. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to stick pressure on you. Just to give you a friendly pep talk, okay? And I'm geeing up and I'm ready to play.
Sweet.
I'll catch up with you. Just wishing you good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Just if you didn't get my entire shtick there, it was to dump as much comedy pressure on Ben as possible. If he wasn't feeling it enough already. My rank in CoH1 is Sturm Tiger Mustafir. The best rank I ever had was rank 15 on the original ranking system. Oh god, we got the nighttime version of some more. That's good. I got. Oh yes, I've got to put the thing up now. Hang on. There we go. Aha, there we go. That's why I was... I've put a little image of Normandy up on the resources there. It looks terrible, but I kind of felt bad people seeing the resource points. But never mind. People kind of know what the situation is. Screw it. Anyway, let's introduce the cast properly for everybody joining us on YouTube right now and all the Twitch viewers that I'm sure have tuned in. I'm sure there's at least 2,000 people watching this live. I haven't looked, but that would be my guess if I was to guess. This is an intensely hyped up event. And it is Ben Ari of Relic. This guy is a bit of a legend, very nice guy. I've been speaking to him just. He's a map-focused developer. He was a tester on Tales of Valor. He is also a co-online development tester and development tester for CoH1, so he's played it a lot. He worked on maps for the US, very well done UKF expansion, which I really liked. And fun fact, he recently won the MVP tournament in the DAO 3. Sorry, it's the MVP in the recent DAO 3 tournament. Jason Lee is somebody that's known to the community. He's the original balanced developer towards the end of CoH1. So, wow, he knows a lot about it. He joined in 2008 for opposing fronts. He knows a lot about it, and he's a very competitive player. He's played StarCraft at a high level when he was younger. So, arguably, he is the #1 seed. So there you go, that's the situation. We are casting this. Oh god, he's got Pioneer in the church straight away. Good thinking from Benjamin. He wants to get into that central sector of Semwar because that's how this map is built. It's all around this central village, if you did not know. I'm sure everybody knows that. Anywho, so it's going to be an interesting one today. The situation is thus, as you can see on the overlay, I needed to make sure people know the cast is live. That's right, I am an observer on a community-produced 2v2 map. I'm technically the 2v2 partner of Ben, so I see from his perspective. That's how it works today. Wow, Jason Lee's been aggressive. Holy crap, he's going all the way around the cusp there with a 30 cal machine gun. Interesting that Relic seem to like the WSC plays, which I'm not used to seeing when I see top-level CoH1, but these guys obviously aren't community players, they're developers, which makes it really kind of intriguing to me. I want to see what happens today. The sound is not off. If you're on about the game sound, I can turn it up. It was asked to be turned down previously, so it's a little bit low. There you go. But always in the early games, a little bit quieter because you've got to understand this is small arms fire, etc. So if you're catching this on Twitch today, you're not accustomed with who I am, which I'm sure it's not a very big scene, so I'm pretty sure everybody knows who I am anyway. I am AE. I am a caster for this series. I have been for many, many years. youtubechannel.com/AECOH. You can catch Strategic Zoomcast and tournaments on there. There's the plug out of the way. And Jason has now got the sniper out. That's right, the American sharpshooter is currently prostate and ready. Or is it prostrate? I can never get... I always get mixed up between the male sex organ and the position where you're lying on your stomach. One is prostate and one is prostrate, and I don't know which is which. So I know it's like a military term to go down on your stomach, hit the deck, but I always get it wrong, and then I always think face palm moment if I was listening to myself, which is pretty much 30% of my casting anyway, if I'm being honest. There we go. Pioneer has had to duck away from. That's right, the Wehrmacht sharpshooter. Alarm going off in the background. I don't know why I set that originally. Oh no, that's somebody ringing me. It is actually my birthday. I don't know what my own ringtone is. I think it's a different profile. It is actually my birthday tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. AE is turning. I'm interested to know how old you think I am, actually. But interesting place so far. It's a sniper-orientated battle. And we've got to watch out for this Wehrmacht sniper. You've got to be careful, because he could be anywhere. He could be... He's right out in the open. This could be the counter-snipe. You've got to be careful. Yes, there you go. Counter-snipe. Headshot. Ben is down. And Jason showing just why he is the #1 seed for today's tournament. He really does fancy himself. In many ways. And there you go. He's also got this AMG, this 30 cal, in a really prominent position. If you notice, he's going to be looking out at this. Oh, you can't see because of the fog of war, but you can see that this shutter is open. He's going to be looking out of there, and he's going to be firing straight down that road, if given line of sight, which you can assume he's going to get. Kind of a disco feel. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. I've got a very good microphone, so I'm sure you can. No, that is my alarm, actually. Why did I set an alarm at this time, of all things? Oh, I remember. Yeah, I needed a nap the other night, but I needed to get up for something. There you go. That's right, I set my alarm when I nap. I'm a man with so little time. Too much to do. But nap time takes priority. So this Jason sniper, he's got 2 of them now. This guy's meta. He made the meta. He's forged in it. And he's executing pioneers on the field of battle. I think that guy was actually had his hands up and was walking towards the other sniper. And he DGAF in that situation. We have the Campcraft Center open. So if you don't know, in Coming Heroes 1, there is a unique veterancy system in real-time strategy gaming. I've never seen it anywhere else before, but this is how you get veterancy for the Wehrmacht in Coming Heroes 1. You can get infantry, support, vehicle, and tank. In this case, it looks like he may have gone infantry, which is passive healing at veterancy 1. Really useful stuff. Pioneer against the engineer. It's the worker battle, but the sniper of the American forces is really beginning to dominate now. Got to keep an eye on those babies. There you go, the double sniper team. Look at the kills, 7 and 2, 9 already. Get to 13 and you pay for yourself as a sniper. And they go into the mist. It's so scary. They're just there plugging away in the shadows. Probably gonna disappear momentarily, and then if there's any targets for them, they will open up and you'll see them appear. It's like Jaws almost, you know. He's had to rebuild the snipers. Benny is aware of how to play this game. He knows that when you're up against a sniper, you need another sniper. And because you need to counter them. And if you don't, you will lose the manpower attrition war. Let's check on his overall kind of... Oh, God, he has not got much, has he? Oh, dear, he's lost lots and lots and lots. He's lost his first grenadiers to the MP40s. They died up here. I was too busy likening those snipers to Jaws. I did not catch it on camera. And he's got the sniper and 2 pioneers at the moment. That is a skeleton crew at the moment. I've got a little bit of banter now. Let's go talk to our good friend. Just get my script back on for a second. So the bike's out, which is a good counter, and he knows what he's up against. He just opened up though. Really should have had him on hold fire. You'll notice the garrison clearing ability in Coming Heroes 1 is much better for snipers. Really are able to help. In my opinion, in CoH1 balance, don't want to get too much into CoH1 today. This is a celebration of CoH1's 11th anniversary. In CoH2, it did add to the kind of imbalance of some of the DLC-based factions because the sniper could no longer be used as a tool, and of course the sniper wasn't a tool. It just meant the flamethrower was overly dominant as the garrison clearer. But that's just a point I have to make. Agree with me, disagree with me. It's one of those things. Usually when I'm casting, I steer clear. Well clear of anything less of that nature. Airborne are coming out, so we've got the airborne doctrine. It's great. Just brilliant for sniper countering. You get the recon, you get the strafing run. Really does help. There you go. Great work done. We did have a battle here momentarily. The bike pushing away these engineers. So, wow, this isn't looking too great. I think it's time to go and check in on our battle buddies. Jason?
Yep.
This is a little bit merciless. It's almost...
You said try something different.
This isn't different. This is just annihilation. I expected you to go an all Jeep strategy, or I once saw a Relic Dev video of like a howitzer that could shoot kangaroo carriers on YouTube. I remember that. I mean, why didn't you do something like that? I mean, you know, get the hacks out. This is just merciless.
Well, I thought it'd be a little bit more than rifleman spam.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I suppose. I'll let you off. 2 snipers, though, is very, very much what I expect to see when I cast a big CoH1 tournament in a couple of weeks' time. I think you should enter. It'll be fun. You should do it.
Yeah.
You should do it. I'll get you in touch. Chaos, his name is. There we go. I mean, what are you thinking at this time? Are you thinking this guy? What's he thinking? Trying to rush my sniper with a bike? Oh!
Actually, I'm just thinking if he's gonna get a vehicle. But...
tell me something. Did the most underrated voice line of all time come out when you were M8 at the field? Hi. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
I can see
Sorry.
you're even though you're kind of beating it at this point metaphorically. No offense to your opponent, you are kind of like you're playing your cousin in soccer or something. And you're just like tackling him hard, like your baby cousin. And you're like, take that.
I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible.
It is entertaining. It is entertaining. I suppose it is very entertaining. The sniper battles have been fun, and the bike trying his hardest to find that sniper then was good. For a second there, you did kind of feel like, he might have me here.
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah, at the very beginning.
Okay, I'm gonna go check in with our battling underdog. I still have some hopes. I've given short odds at this time, but I'm gonna give him some words of inspiration.
Okay.
Ben?
Hello.
There have been times in military history where people have had to dig deep and call upon hidden resources and really just go for it and say enough is enough. This cannot continue.
I don't know if that's going to be one of the, or this is going to be one of those times.
That's not the words I was expecting, but I know you're just being modest. Where's this? I mean, I liked your aggression with the bike, though. You went for the counter snipe with the bike. You went
it didn't
full
work
ham.
too well.
No, you went deep on that, and he pro'd you. He went round the bush and then retreated, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Even in my best days with this game, I couldn't beat Jason, so...
Oh, man. So you've played each other before, then?
I'm sure we have in the past, way back.
Man. So this is like post-traumatic stress disorder almost, isn't it? This is like...
Almost.
No! This is what it used
rough.
to feel like. And you didn't even kill the airborne then. That was just... Oh, man. You can't even buy a win here.
I can't do anything. He's not even capping the VPs, or he is, but just to like balance it out. He's just sitting there toying with me.
Oh god.
This is rough.
What's it feel like playing this game though? Obviously, you guys haven't had too much contact with it over the years since it, kind of became.
It brings back some memories, that's for sure. Whether they're good memories or bad memories, though, I don't know. Oh.
That is brutal. All your men seem to self-combust. What was that? Have you ordered them?
Was
to
that my
explode?
own mortar?
Are you like playing Lemmings and you hit the nuke button?
Yeah.
Oh, when you snipe the guy. I feel like I'm being a bit voyeuristic here. I'll leave you to it. Oh dear. Oh god.
You're missing all the curse words I was saying earlier, so...
Yeah, I'm keeping it PC because it isn't my stream, but
And I
yeah.
keep going for the hotkeys that are not there. I'm playing too much Dow 3.
Right, you know what you should say after this game is finished? Say you're a two-sniper, meta-abusing... Like, what's one of those words that comes up in CoH1 when you try and swear and then it comes up not?
Oh.
Pudding basket.
I don't
or
even remember.
something.
There you
Pudding
go.
eater. Say pudding eater. You're a two-sniper, a meta-abusing pudding eater. Call him that after the game. Don't say GG either. And
no, GG. This
no
is not
GG.
a GG.
Yeah, BG. Just go full pound. Go full community. Go full company heroes community on this one. I would advise it.
There's gonna be a son of a biscuit, and then there's gonna be
I like it.
pulling a little butters from South Park.
I got some apple. You got some too. All that. Very much, I feel like you were Butters, and he was Gregor Clegane from Game of Thrones. So it feels like a bit of a. You know, you meant well, and he meant.
Yes.
He did not mean well at all, did he?
I think I had a good start when there was maybe 1 unit to control, but once I went past that.
Yeah, your glory period was building the Wehrmacht quarters at minute 10. I think if we were to do a highlight reel,
Yeah.
that'd certainly be on it. That was great. Oh, God.
You got a brief window.
Oh, God. Well, two more.
I think this is over. Yeah, I mean, this is over. He's just toying with me
you're
at this
preparing
part.
for the siege. I like this. You have food provisions in stow. It's
I don't even have an AT gun. He's been rocking that Greyhound for a while now.
Angle the mortars downwards. They're multi-useful. If you press CD on the mortar, you can angle them downwards towards the vehicles. Not many people know that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I just made it up, but I just wanted to see if you would try it. Even though you're a dev and you
No.
actually helped make this game at some stage.
It's like back in the old day, pressing Alt F4 to load faster, right?
I want to tell you something really sad. When the first RTS I played online was Tiberian Sun on the old Westwood servers, like 1999 or something. And I was a kid, and somebody asked me, "You can be part of our clan if you give us your password," and I believed them. And then they literally said noob, and I said, "What does that mean?" That was my first experience of online gaming. They called me a noob, took my password, and then laughed at me. And then,
Oops.
yeah. Oh, you hit the M8 with the mortar. I told you so. You damaged its engine.
Oh my.
There you go. All right, hang on.
I'm trying to press. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Nice.
and speak to Jason and see what he has up in his sleeve. For you.
You can hear him giggling, so.
Okay, right. No, I might stay with you then. I mean, what do you think is happening right now? Do you have a sense of foreboding, perhaps?
I'm guessing he's teching up to some Shermans or something like that. Then he's just gonna roll into my base. Though he said he wouldn't come into my base, but he's not capping the VP, so I don't know.
But, you know, your base is wearing very provocative clothing right now, and I'm not sure. Maybe he's just gonna go around your base and not actually come into it, or maybe he's gonna destroy your base and then come into the area that was your base and then say legally, I haven't come into your base because you don't have one. Oh, what's this? I'm going to go on board with your Goliath. Let's go on the journey.
Yeah.
Mine here.
This is it. This is the last-ditch effort. There might be a mine here, though, or something.
It looks like a World War I tank. Let's pretend this is Battlefield 1.
Oh, this is going to die to this.
Oh,
Just to that.
Man. The hopes and dreams of Ben's army was in that tiny little tank.
That was it. That was the last-ditch effort.
Ben, why don't you strap a mine to your back and crawl slowly at him across the office?
I should.
That'd be a good idea. You guys should do fancy dress and dress as various premieres and obviously not too much Wehrmacht stuff. That I'm not sure that would be politically correct, but
No, it might be a little on the edge.
on the edge. If you blacked out the windows of the Relic headquarters, I'm sure you'd get away with it. But I'm sure maybe if I put, it wouldn't be worth it. No. But you could dress as the Americans, and that's always good. And the Brits. Who doesn't want to be a Brit? It's great. Trust me. All right, then I'm gonna check in with our good friend Jason.
Sounds good.
Jason, you're prolonging his suffering unnecessarily. If I was his team of doctors at this stage, and I would be advising, if not pull the plug, just stop pumping him full of the chemicals that are keeping his corpse alive.
Okay, I'm going in for the killing blow then.
Yes! Killing blow, come on! That's what we want. Right, I'm just going to relay that information not to Ben. I'm going to say that you just want to have a peace truce. Interestingly, Ben, Jason's actually coming up with a peace truce right now.
Oh, yes.
And he's willing to negotiate. He actually thinks you've got a lot of strength and character, and he doesn't think he can break your will to resist.
Just tucked away in this base here.
No, honestly, he respects you as a commander, and he wants to negotiate. So I believe there may be a peace offering brought to you by an envoy of friendliness.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I will. I'll wait for the barrel.
Okay, fair enough. Right, Jason, he totally brought it. I told him there's going to be a peace offering offered by the envoy of friendliness. So, the disguise should work. And I'm told he's going to let you into his base. He actually said he will lower the gates and let you into his base. So, technically, legally speaking, you're allowed into his base now.
Okay.
Ben, we just cleared up some legal ramifications with Jason. It's all good, don't worry, everything's fine. Are you smoking your own men?
Maybe. He won't see me. He won't see my huge
420
army
blazing.
gates.
Is this what you reduced yourself to? There we go. So there you go. There's one of the. You're firing at the peace treaty. This cannot be accepted, man. I mean, all he's trying to do is offer the fig leaf of peace, and you're firing upon him. I think much. This is terrible.
I don't want to say that's the Canadian way, but. Yay! I killed a greyhound.
Hey! In many ways, that's a moral victory. Jason, we all knew you came in peace there, and he wantonly destroyed your property and killed 3 US soldiers that had done nothing but come with well wishes. And I think he should now just unleash all hell. I think he's broken the peace truce.
Okay. Wow, I haven't seen that strafing run in.
There you go, there's the strafing
Yeah,
run of
there you
ultimate
go.
balance. Balanced perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, it actually gets amplified by the base buildings. Neat fact for you there. I don't fully understand how that works.
I think it's I remember it was like it counts the number of entities that was in the box, number of soldiers, and it guarantees a certain number of kills.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That would be so useful for demos in Code 2. Oh, that's so good. Alright, here we go. Here comes the cavalcade. Let's get Ben's perspective. Ben, what are you seeing?
Death.
Seeing
Or
death.
my mortars painting art.
These airborne troopers don't look like they have best intentions in their hearts for you.
No.
I believe he's breaking several paragraphs of the Geneva Convention at the moment, but we're going to allow it because you shot upon him when it was a negotiation.
Hey, he wasn't waving a white flag or anything like peace, you know? Oh.
So the white flag of peace is brought to you.
I don't know, yeah, that's what I am.
The enemy is hitting an allied base.
one base building to go. Are you the man that goes down with his ship then, Ben?
Looks like it. This time.
Honorably.
The other times, maybe not. That's why I'm still here.
Do you have munitions for a Goliath, by the way?
Oh.
If you were to go down with true honor, it is always customary to blow your own units up with a Goliath. Just putting that out there. Not that you have many on the left, of course, but the ones that are left. The rear guard.
Under attack.
Jason, are you aware of the Geneva Convention?
Am I aware of what? Sorry.
The Geneva Convention. I think this is slaughter. I think these guys may have surrendered a long time ago. They've all got Hausfraus back in Deutschland, and you just don't care.
You have 200 points.
I'm going to go back to my casting booth for a minute. I think I've bothered the Relic guys just enough now, and they're clearly microing to the zenith of their ability. We've got this M1 57mm AT gun, which is very shortly. There you go, the snipers opening up, taking out this mortar. He's just going to finish off the Campcraft Centre and the headquarters building, and he's won this thing. And we have building from the headquarters, another pioneer. He's lost the bunker, so he's eager to keep going. I'm surprised, to be honest, that we haven't had the TD out, the tank destroyer, the tank depot rather. Vetsu sniper nearly went down. He's still keeping his preservation up. Just as I say it, that AT gun is demolished. So if you're joining late today, we do have, these are the guys that are playing. Just pasted it in chat for you all. Exterminate, I think if good community plays during this tournament, it wouldn't be very competitive. Although Jason Lee is a damn fine player, and I'm eager to see how he plays up against Eagleheart, the famous map designer for Relic. Because, you know, they're number 1 and 2 seed today, and Nick and Ben have done well, but it has been a tale of a slow and painful death for Ben, it must be said. Painful in that he did die a long time ago, but somehow he's still fighting. Somehow, some way. And you know, one thing you've got to say is that he never gave up, and in not giving up, he may have stalled the inevitable for a long time. And some may say that it might have been better if he had given up. I mean, I certainly wish he had at some points, but never mind. So we currently have the headquarters, the Campcraft Centre,
The enemy is attacking
this
our
bunker
command
remaining.
base.
And we're really hoping that
100 points and
Jason
dropping.
comes in and finishes the job now, goes for the annihilation victory, and it looks like he's finally able to do that now. This MG is facing the wrong way. The airborne are coming into focus. Let's have a look at that on your screens. Airborne with a few satchels left up their sleeve. They don't need it though. Annihilating these pesky mortars that have actually killed surprisingly a lot of 30 kills between them.
The
Not too
Americans are
shabby.
hitting our comrade base.
Not too shabby at all. Oh, there you go. It's the bombing run. Oh, it is the bombing run. There you go. Nearly destroying the Campcraft Centre in one go. Be able to finish it off with light arms fire now. Or indeed a satchel. It is always possible. So if you're joining us late today, this is the CoH 11th anniversary Relic Staff 1 vs 1 tournament. And it's been fun so far. Well, you know, maybe not this particular segment, but in general it's been quite fun. And he's still going. He's like an expert AI at this point. He just doesn't know where to quit. He's just got one sole mission, that's to survive.
Friendly base is under attack.
He's fighting on the headquarters building now. It will all be done. It will be done in short moments.
You have only 25 points. You must turn the battle immediately.
You must turn the battle immediately, the commentators say. I am no longer sure that Ben can make the comeback. I think the odds of Ben making the comeback at this point would be similar to Stephen Hawking's winning.
Friendly base is under attack.
In an athletic contest. My joke was going to be really controversial there, and I really had to tailor it down. And in my head, my filter was going fully. There we go. GG, well played. Has been called now. And Ben is noble in defeat, having never actually given up. So there you go. Let's go over to some of our Relicans in chat and have a few words. I can hear Andy's mic there. He's muted. Jason's there. I mean, we'll probably just catch up with Jason. Jason!
Hey.
Took you a while there, to be honest. I was a little bit surprised at the end.
Yeah, I was struggling. He put up a good last-ditch effort.
Yeah, he did. He's like, he just would not die.
Yeah.
Just would not die. You were trying to kill him, and he was saying, "No, I want to live. Please let me live." You're like, "No, no, you are not to live," and you've strangled him to death in a record time of 15 minutes of slow suffering. So, well done there. I think we're ready. We're almost ready, I guess, for the big match, the big touted build match, the final.
Who do you fancy observing this time round?
I think I'll go with my heart. I will go with Eagle Heart.
Okay, cool.
Because I kind of like the idea that Jason's technically #1 seed. It's kind of nice to see what he might be going. Kind of put yourself in the underdog's perspective. But it is a best of 3, I believe.
Best of 3?
Is it? Or is it best of 1?
We're only playing for 1 game.
No worries, that's absolutely fine. Okay, that's fine. I'm very interested to see which map you play then. And which faction.
We're going to play Langres. So the rooms should be visible for you, and it's the same as before, same password.
Okie dokie.
What's
I'll do a coin flip, yeah. Jason, heads or tails? Okay. Matt, heads or tails?
Let's go tails.
Boom. You get to pick the faction.
I'll pick Axis because I played Allies in person.
There we go there. We can hear the Relicans in their natural environment. Talking to one another, flipping coins, and making delayed decisions.
So, Matt will be going Axis.
Yeah. Yes, I will. So we do currently have a map competition on at the moment, a 2v2 map competition. And this map itself was actually a map competition winning map way back in 1987 or whenever it was, by Michi1 from GameReplays.org. So big shout out to him. If he's still alive, he might have died of old age by this point. This is an 11-year-old game, ladies and gentlemen. It's still looking great to this day.
So, let me double check. So much wants for every slot. And then you've been there.
Sec.
Okay.
One sec.
I'll give you the signal.
Sec. My volume's too loud.
No, it's beautiful. So we're currently just to let everybody know, we're currently just waiting for the guys to get set up and fully ready. You're about to see the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed from the Relic guys today. You've got Jason RE versus Eagle Heart. They're G'ing up. They look ready for combat, and they look ready to go. Andy, are you here for this one?
I was just coming to ask you, good for it to start, mate?
Yeah, I've G'd up. I'm fully ready.
Excellent. Right, we'll get this one underway.
Absolutely. Who have you actually got your money on here? I mean, you can speak quietly if you don't want them to hear.
Oh, I don't know. From office reputation, I'd have to go with Jason. But then I do know that Matt has beaten him in the past. So it could go either way. I just think that Jason has more of that reputation. He's more ruthless, and maybe him. We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to give them each a very quick pep talk. Get them psyched up.
Cool.
Jason, you're a warrior. You're the exterminator. You're the true force in Relic Staff-based Company Heroes 1 competitive activity. And I want you to absolutely prove that reputation and dominance right now. Be merciless, be ruthless, and be dominant, my friend. Godspeed.
Thank you.
Matt, this guy's cocky. He's arrogant. He thinks he's better than you. I want you to absolutely make a fool of him. I want you to dance around him with rapier-like kind of precision and beauty, and just make him look like an absolute mess out there on the battlefield today. And I know you can do this. I know you will do this. You are the bright spark, an up-and-coming young go-getter of the Company of Heroes Relic Entertainment Staff Company Heroes 1 tournament activity scene. I think you're the next big thing in that scene, and you're going to demolish him. You're going to hit him like a steam train that just keeps on going.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I don't know. I saw that game against Ben, and I got a little worried.
That's the antithesis of exactly what I just said. I'm going to pretend that you said, yeah, I'm going to crush him. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Don't crush him too hard. You'll get goo on your boots. So that they seem ready. Finally got him to say, yeah, let's do this. And let's get it on. We've got Matt Eagleheart from the South Longer position. This is one of the best maps ever made for the Company Heroes series. Great in Company Heroes 1 specifically, because it just works so well. It's got such good ebb and flow to it. Wehrmacht South do have a slight munitions advantage, but the US position can actually get a fuel advantage on these fuel points here, all added up. And in general, it becomes a real good killing match for this central area. Real good ebb and flow to it. Looks like Jason's gone for a classical rifle opening. You've got Eagleheart with the traditional Wehrmacht opening. Pioneers actually gone for that's not traditional at all. That's an early bunker, which I'm sure is going to become an MG. Now bunkers are actually surprisingly good, depending on how you look at it. I mean, they don't take up any population cap, and in this position, this is going to allow him to keep. He's also put a fuel point down. Jesus Christ, he's going for a Puma rush maybe to keep that one quiet. But that could be devastating in the right hands. Eagleheart's going for something really malicious here. He's trying to get ready for dinner time. I know it's getting towards that time in Canada. It's currently 7:44 here. I think Canada's 8 hours behind. So yeah, it's 20 minutes before 12 o'clock. It's 11:40 in Canada. So he's hungry. He's not hungry for victory. He's hungry for Wendy's or whatever it is he eats over there. I don't know. There you go. The MG's pushing up. He's going to hold off this central area. He's gotten his trusty upgrades. They're going to pop out of there anytime now. Going to have the MG pop out and allow him to keep that fuel and stop it being harassed. But in general, he's doing a good job anyway. You notice he anchors this building, stops his opponent from getting it. He's got two MGs over here. This is going to be a really MG dominant strategy from Eagleheart. If Jason's micro isn't what it should be, this could actually go in Eagle Heart's favour. It's all about the rifle micro. You need to be able to flank. There you go. You cannot bolt in coming here as one, so he couldn't get over that wall. One of the good additions of CoH1. So Longress is great for MG play. These big open areas, which are littered with choke points as well. So if you control this with an MG, control this with an MG as Wehrmacht, you can really sit in your position. And as we all know, he does have this, which he still hasn't upgraded to the MG, by the way. So I don't actually know the points of it, but never mind. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will in time. But at the moment, possibly just focusing on trying to win this central engagement. Both Grenadiers getting into position. Rifleman possibly getting gunned down. This could be bad. Focusing. Isn't able to polish off with the Mausers. But he's still gunning for it. Makes use of directional green cover there. Advances behind it, then gets behind it. He's going to keep pushing. That's probably not to be advised, but he's gone for it anyway. Doesn't get put. Yeah, he loses the monolith. So let's spray of blood. That's what that was. Soho London asks, can the players hear commentary? They could probably hear it a little bit because I believe they do have the stream on in their office. But in general, they probably can't hear the words. I do think they have headsets on at this current time. Oh! Tandem MGs open up. That's a bit brutal. Packing up as well. Never seen that used before. He does take them in separate directions. One MG goes to the centre here. He'll really start to punish his opponent. Check on his elite bunker micro. No, he doesn't have it upgraded quite yet. But he has actually had that fuel point pushed. Or the observation point pushed, which leads me to believe, I mean, he's building something else from the Wehrmacht quarters right now, but he could be going straight for the Sturm Armory. He could be getting a Puma out really quickly. And we all know what that could do to his opponent. Should be noted, however, that we have had Jason Lee keep these fuel points here. So we don't know what's in his base right now. This is an observer. There we finally have the MG set up. Too late though. And he could have lost his OP because of it. That could be 200 manpower down the drain. So how does this work? I am a 2v2 partner of one of the players, technically speaking. I don't have any powers. It is my resources you see under your cursor. And I am following the perspective of one of the players. So there you go. That's how it works. MG coming up to this munitions here. They're starting to branch out now, but that leaves him open to some harassment, deep harassment. CoH Grenadiers coming out to combat it, however. They're going to try their hardest to keep the opponents at bay. The opponent this time is Jason Lee, the original balance dev to come here as well. Against Eagle Heart, the map designer. Redesigned Semoir and a whole host of CoH1 maps as well. Oh, rifles go down there! Due to the brute force 10 men of the CoH Grenadiers. That is not a happy loss. Does also now finally have the MG in the bunker. That's what we wanted to see earlier on. Look at that badass MG just going to watch over there. Like he's watching over Omaha Beachhead. Flamers have been upgraded because he realises he's losing these garrisons. Not a bad idea, but in general, we're going to want to see motor core from Jason. I notice he hasn't gone for any fuel upgrades on his riflemen thus far. So, it'd be great to do that. Get a cheeky M8 out, perhaps. We do not see the Krieg's barracks out yet. So there you go. Finally thought of the word. So the Pak 38 is not a reality. We just have Panzerfausts. Possible. We don't also have any veterancy out. No Campcraft Center in base for the Wehrmacht player. Eagle Heart. Or Matt. Here's my namesake, Matt. MG watching over this haystack here. Well, watching into it rather. They can't actually see over it, which is a really bad positioning. Like, I wonder if anybody will come over this haystack. We best watch over it. Exactly, and it's not a bad idea. We have stormtroopers locked in. Eagle Heart's gone stormtroopers, which means he'll have now access to, of course, the eventual Stu and 42. There you go, the M8 is out now. A little bit late, but better late to the party than not at the party at all. MG opens up, Faust has gone in. M8 needs to get out of there. We do not have the skirts, or do we? We do have the skirts upgraded, so that's why he was able to eat that. A lot of health already. Nice Blobberinho from Jason coming out. This guy joined Company of Heroes 1 during opposing fronts, so he's no stranger to blobbing. Brits Kappa. False Grenadiers taking up the victory point. It's really surprising to me that Eagleheart has completely swallowed up the map. What do we have here? Is he going for a demo rush on the bunker? He could well be doing that. That would be exciting. Indeed, no, he's going to flank around and he's going to go for the flame, and that's a more savvy option. Of course, he has spent a lot of fuel on that motor pool and the M8 recently. There you go, the flames flick out. Oh, look at that, it is beautiful. Elsewhere, the M8's combat ready yet again. Not fully combat ready, but he feels like he's about ready to get back on the map. And he notices just how little of the map he currently has. Another Faust goes in, reducing him to 45% health on that M8. Checking on the bunker, he's down to around 60%. And Eagleheart is looking strong. He's on a very good map for Wehrmacht. Very good indeed. And he may even be able to get rid of this engineer before it's even able to destroy the bunker. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, he has to retreat through the MG fire of the bunker. That is one dead engineer. There you go, it opens up about now. Might finish him off. And there you go, engineer down. However, turnabout in play, we had an MG go down to this M8. Notice it has 5 kills already. Oh, and the Pioneer. It was in a building state, so it had increased received accuracy and got disintegrated by that. Now Veteran 1 M8. Always getting improved mobility, the M8 with its veterancy. Really good. Oh, destroyed engine. About to get polished off and finished off. There aren't any Fausts here, however he could upgrade to Shreks if he wants to be fast. Let's have a look if he's got anything around. He does have the Pack 58 at the Krieg's Barracks. M8's doing really well, it's got its front armour facing. Could finish it off with a bundle nade, that'd be a good idea. He's actually destroying the Stormtrooper. God, this M8 might even pay for itself. And there you go, he did upgrade the Panzer Shreks and wrecked that M8. Let's take advantage of this quick lull in activity to have a very quick word with our players. Jason, checking in with you very quickly. What's the battle situation here?
Doesn't look very good.
Okay.
Doesn't look very good at all.
Oh god, could you make it sound like you got radio cackle there, like you're in a war zone maybe?
What's that?
Make it sound like you're in a war zone, you know, like on the radios. It's terrible out here, sir! Evac requested! Evac requested! North
Everything's
Langros!
dying.
Okay, let's go and speak to Matt a second. Thank you, Jason.
Alright.
Matty, sit rep, how's it looking out there?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Effortlessly cool. I like it.
Just trying to remember how the Axis play. It's been a while.
You seem to be doing well. You must have a crap ton of fuel.
Yeah, actually I do. Thanks for telling me that.
No, I just can tell you prioritised an OP on the fuel strategy. How you haven't actually spent any fuel. This must be just a pure show of bravado and arrogance. You're like, haha, I finished with a 10,000 fuel. No?
It's more like I forgot how the Germans even tech up.
Oh god, okay. Right, well thank you. I'll go back to casting. Good luck. Okay, and he's finished off the M8 there. Out of control. Terribly out of control. M8, what are you doing? And it blows up in smithereens. We have the range upgraded with the bazookas. Not doing too much. Gonna get annihilated there. Very costly unit to actually lose. They have a big upkeep and manpower cost. They're very good at doing what they do, but they're costly. So notice Eagleheart's dominance is really profound at this point. We have a little look into the base. You can see the motor. Oh god, I keep spamming the accidental button there. We have a lot of people in chat. Some people saying, who here prefers CoH to CoH2? If you're asking me, I actually like both lots, and I have to consider CoH2 in a 2017 state. Really like the variety that game offers, and I'm not on about like the 1 versus 1 meta of elite players. I'm on about the overall variety. You can launch into a game with one of many commanders. You can always have a decent game. It's not super. The balance is perfect, but it's not bad. Every faction is viable. You can, in 1v1 for example, you can place all 5, and if you're good, you can expect to win. You know? You can still have a great time playing this game. Come here as 1. I must say it's a little tiny bit stale to me. 3 Doctrinsburg. It's more beautiful. I prefer it overall because it's got so much. What's the word? It's kind of like it's a baby to me. I have so much emotional response to this game. It had such a deep place in my heart, but I like both kind of somewhat equally. As perverse as that may sound to most of you. We have the Eagle Heart forces pushing out and just doing some great work. The Rangers have done nothing but die. So the Stu-42, it's a mortar assault gun of the Stuk variant. Very good vehicle, very good at doing what it does, which is obliterate buildings and infantry and support weapons. And it only costs 500 manpower to do so. No fuel. You have to say though, he must be getting close to the Tiger. Let's go and ask him about that. Matt, Tiger, how close?
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Okay, sorry to spoil the surprise for all the viewers, but we must be getting there. It's getting closer and closer to Tiger Christmas with every passing moment, I guess. Anyway, the Stu is a killing machine. It's opening up now. It's only got that 15-degree angle traverse on its cannon, but it can always move its tracks, and that's what I had to do there. There, it's almost saluting with that upwards trajectory remaining. And these things are so scary looking, in my opinion. They're so futuristic and weird looking. You know, that sloped armour, that low profile, it's the camera there. And they dominated open battlefields of the steppe. And actually well in Western France, surprisingly, even in the... So that was the noise of the Stu-42 demolishing Rangers. You have the bunker up. Get its 5 squad members, and you get a free grenadier. It's a bargain, absolute bargain. Veterancy 2 at least on these riflemen, so you know, you get to Veterancy 3 on a rifleman, you can actually make comebacks. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. You get 1.5 times damage, but it's really not that likely, in all honesty, at this point. Especially when you start seeing zombie grenadiers hitting the battlefield. That's 5 squad mates, free grenadier. Ho ho ho! Now I've got a machine gun. Gone for bars, the fateful decision of many players without any... What's that? Quality or quantity? I've never heard that voice line. Been playing this game since it came out. Never quite heard that one. We must be feeling the Tiger soon. It usually enters from this base entrance. We must be feeling it. Feeling it indeed. Rangers do have the upgrade. Right from the Veteran 2, as I mentioned. Trying to build a bunker. He's going to die. He'll get absolutely demolished now. That's a dead pioneer if he stays there. No, he does not. So surprised that Jason Lee has been taken to stool in this case. I honestly tipped this to be a really competitive game. I thought Eagle Heart was going to have to really play his socks off to get the W here. Oh, brutally assassinated there. Polished him off the MP40s. Gets hit in the rear by the M1 in the fog. Pushing their weight around these MP40 folks for Grenadiers. Oh, it's an interesting dynamic. I really like the kind of customizability of individual units like the First Grenadiers. You can decide to upgrade them with the submachine guns and they become a close quarter combat unit. Always interesting to me. And it's very cool that in CoH1, obviously all the roles are really well defined. When CoH2 first got released, it wasn't the case, it was a bit murky. And they did a really good job patching it in 2014, a year or so after it came out. Big thanks to an ex-Relic staff member, Peter Kumseya, for doing that. Did a great job. Oh, Stern Pioneers with their Browning automatic rifle. And check out these gritty models here and this excellent camouflage. I think the that looks so badass. You gotta admit, that could be like a wallpaper or something. It looks so cool. Stern Pioneers just are badasses. No other way to describe them, in all honesty. Many a great game played by myself in Auto Match CoH1 as the Stern Pioneers destroying British trucks. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, CoH1 technically has worse graphics than CoH2, but I genuinely prefer the art style in general. I just prefer the colour scheme and the contrast. I feel it's more vibrant, but in a subtler way. It's really weird to explain. Really weird. It's just the colour palette and the contrasts. I don't know. Something odd. Hard to put your finger on. Maybe it's rose-tinted glasses. Who knows? Firing up. Rangers. Firing up all the way back to base. How gallant these Rangers are. Fire up! Get the hell out of there! And MP40 First Grenadiers doing the same. Sniper is out. Can I hear a rumbling? Feeling the tiger. I know it must be soon. Oh, hang on. Keep doing that by accident. The sensitivity on CoH1 is higher than CoH2 if you wonder why that keeps happening. A little bit higher than my mouse is used to. Again, Stern Pine is really starting to get a bit cocky now. So, I do have a trick up my sleeve if you want to see something cool. Watch this. Oh, it's not that.
Enemy is down to 100 points.
Whee! So this is a camera hack, and it works very well in Company Heroes 1. What I used to use to cast the strategic zoom cast series, it allows you to pan out in later stages of battles to see more of the said battlefield, and it's really useful for that. It allows you a little bit more scope. You can see a little bit more of the battlefield, but you want to generally see what's happening, and you want to be really close. But now and again, you can flick out, move across the map, and have a look. Oh, we've got a Goliath coming out. So let's. That's what a Goliath looks like from space, and that's what it looks like if you zoom in on him. There you go. It's always fun to play with the strategic zooms. He's going all the way around the side. And notice for CoH2 players, the Goliath has a really quiet profile compared to Company Heroes 1, and it's a little bit easier to be sneakier with it. Hiding in the dark. Very much has the cloak mechanics of the sniper Company Heroes 1. It doesn't have the cover-based cloak that Company Heroes 2 brought, which I really prefer. I thought that was great. Really love cover. I was actually speaking to Aimstrong and Devem recently. I'm good friends with those guys, and they actually agreed that the cloak mechanics of Company Heroes 2 are superior. God, that Goliath's gotten close. He's getting sneaky. Eagleheart's getting very aggressive. Always getting hiding in the bushes.
The enemy is
Keep an eye out. What's he gonna do? He could kill these Rangers. Could kill anything. I think he should tempt him out onto the battlefield. Go Team Goliath. We'll get on board with that tracked mine. Oh, he's feeling it. He's going in. The Goliath. That's right, here he is, the Jason Lee killing vehicle. Small tracked mine. Looks like a World War I tank. That's one dead AT gun. And it's now going to avenge the Stu-42 that most recently died. You'll notice this base placement has meant that the MG bunker can't do diddly squat. Now let's push out. Another Goliath goes in and destroys those riflemen and rangers. Oh god, the humanity. One man rifle squad, the last bastion of the resistance that is Jason. Hanging on for dear life. He's pinned. He's outnumbered, outgunned, and outplayed. This has been a comprehensive victory for Eagleheart as he reigns victorious on the fields of Longres. So big GG, well played to him. And as is customary, we will go to the loser first. Jason!
I don't know what happened.
What happened? I know you don't know what happened, but I demand answers. I expected big things.
I think he cheated. You saw it from me. He must have done something.
I think he did. To be honest, like there were these weird. He went into chat and some commands came up, and I think he was trying to enter commands in, and it was a bit odd. And I was watching his resources. He had 10,000 manpower at some points. Suspicious, very suspicious. That's what we're going with. He cheated. I like it. That's a very good, very gallant way to lose.
Me and Matt's always had really close games, even back in the days when we played together. There were a lot of times when he would beat me, I would beat him. So, yeah.
Just it wasn't your day, my friend.
Nope.
Oh, it can happen. It can happen. So,
it was fun though. Yeah.
It was fun. I'm glad you had fun.
It was very fun.
It was a good time today. I'm just gonna go check in with Matt. I mean, if I could move him, I would. But let's go speak to him a second. Matt, do you want to? Hey, Matt, do you want to get in here and have a quick word?
All right.
Jason?
Sure, sounds good. Oh.
There we go. So we're all together now, and Jason, well played, but Matt, you just played that bit better today. It was a close struggle for the first 2 minutes, but ever since that point onwards, no, I'm joking. It was really good for honestly, it was a good game. But how do you feel in victory there, Matt?
I feel good. I feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, that's good. Feels like you kind of want to lick the salt of his tears, almost. No, it was good. It was good. I mean, to be honest, I feel like you getting that fuel control was really good at the start. But MG play on Longres is always really powerful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy MG play regardless of any faction, and my initial strategy was to go for the right and go for that house. And then instantly Jason put a engineer squad in, so I adjusted my tactics. But I knew I wanted to stay MG heavy early, just because I enjoy the counterplay that around the
Jason,
MGs.
if there's one thing I remember of playing competitive coming here is one, if your micro and your zenith isn't quite on points with your rifle-based play up against MGs, it's a tough slog from there onwards, isn't it?
Right. And my micro was very off today.
Oh man.
But one sec, there's a lot of echo. Yeah, there was that one turning point when he trapped a lot of my riflemen at the very end. If I was able to overcome that, I would have been in a better position. But yeah. I think my whole game went downhill from there.
Oh no, it's so difficult. If your rifle play against the MGs messes up, I think I used to count like playing auto match. Okay, I can mess up once, full retreat. I can kind of mess up twice, maybe full retreat. That third time though, it's like, if I don't actually get an MG or get a big flank off or get the cut off, I'm pretty much screwed. And unfortunately, he just had too many MGs and it didn't quite work. So unfortunate there, Jason. But well played. You did well. And a big congratulations to you, Matt Eagleheart.
Thank you.
Sure, you guys are gonna go back to work on whatever you guys do. Age of Empires 4, or just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. I don't know. Playing Tetris. I have no idea what you guys. It's have a good day in Vancouver, Canada. I've had a good day over here in England, and I've been AE. So big thanks to you guys, and say goodbye to stream if you will.
Thank you. That was awesome. Had a great time.
Thanks, everybody.
And Andy as well. You got to say goodbye now, Andy.
Thanks, everyone.
There you go. And thank you, everybody. If you just caught the tail end of this, you want to watch a bit more of it, it'll be uploaded to YouTube by the end of today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.